Hey everyone, this is Tappers here, and welcome back to, well, not welcome back, welcome to a new Mega Man Battle Network, specifically one of my favorite, Mega Man Battle Network 2, and I am joined by...
Hey there, I'm Cheez.
Hello again, Cheez. It has been, what, almost a year since we've done recordings for Mega Man Battle Network?
That sounds about right. It's at least been a really long while.
Yes, it has. And
Oh,
we have...
well, I mean, it's been right away. There have been no delays because delays be punished.
Yes, with ellipses.
And plenty of
Ellipses
black
with
all over
exclamation
the screen.
points. And you know the really sad
Don't
thing
insult
is
our
that-
ellipses!
No,
well, that was
don't.
very important. I gained a lot from seeing that.
And we also, and apparently Land learned a lot by being on time. And not exerting energy.
Nah, Lan didn't learn anything.
Nope. And it's vacation time, and report card time. And plans for vacation.
Back to Mega Man Battle Network.
Yep, everything looks same old, except that Lan plans to be a teacher when he grows up. No, that's not true.
I don't think Lan could be a teacher. Maybe like a net battle teacher, but that's about it.
But even then, he would still kind of fail in the attendance category.
That's true.
Yep. Also, the desks are squeaky clean. And you know what the weird thing about these desks are, and I never really noticed in the first game, is that those monitors on top of the desks, I always thought they were like suitcases.
Oh,
Because they're like blue and all that, but the
that'd
handle
be a nice
is
color
like...
suitcase, actually. And yeah, I can sort of see the handle. It's off to one side, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little weird. Also, I'm showing off some of the new things that are going on with Mega Man Battle Network. We have codes, we have stars, we have megabytes.
Alright, I forgot it wasn't always this way.
And there's, of course, a lot of new chips like V-Gun and all that other stuff, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But first we're going to grab this panel grab chip, P. And he loves Guts
Good
Man
spelling,
still.
Dex.
Yep. And apparently he's going to be having some summer school because he didn't exactly clean up after himself.
Whoops. We're a thief by accident.
I suppose you want to hear about my collection. What, net battle chips and your hero sword and your life aura? Oh, nope. It's about fans. Of course you don't.
Pleasant as always, yeah.
Mhm. So, in order to move on with the story, you pretty much have to talk to Dex. I mean, you could just talk to him and ignore everybody else, but we wouldn't be a good friend, would we?
No.
And Miss Yuri is back, yay! Or Miss Mari. Good God, I forgot. Yuri is no longer.
She was in one game.
No, actually, wait. She's in Chip Challenge. Why am I even mentioning that?
That doesn't count. Chip Challenge still
No, it
doesn't count, Tap.
No. But you know what counts? Report cards.
Don't count for much, apparently. Not for Dex and... Yeah... Lan.
Yai. Oh God. I mean, did somebody switch psyches with her and Dex or Lan?
This is...
All of a sudden,
This is the session of mix-ups. Let's just keep going.
yeah. We have no time to waste. Definitely no time to waste.
Well, at least Lan's good at one thing.
Yep. A++ student in one category.
Yep.
And so I guess what we hear about is not about that, but apparently there's a place called the Square, because it'd be there or be square. But no, anyway, the four friends are pretty much gonna jack in and meet in this square because it's for city net battlers and all that. So I guess one thing that they introduced in this Mega Man Battle Network is the difference between official net battlers and city net battlers.
I think there was a difference earlier too, but...
Yeah, and here's a difference. Higsby's clothes.
No! What about his hair?
No.
Where will we get his hair? If not from him.
Nope.
Wait.
Well, we'll just have to learn how to virus bustering by this old guy.
We got an A+ in virus busting.
For a sec, I was almost about to say S+, but that's not exactly a rating yet.
No. You can't get an S in school. Unless, like, maybe if you get, like, suspended, some schools give you an S, but you don't want that.
Yeah, although S pretty much proves that you passed, and that's pretty much all that's necessary sometimes.
Not in school.
Also, don't worry about the failed jacking in sound that I'm doing to the music, because
it would appear you cannot jack into this tree. How strange.
Not yet, you can't.
No, not yet. The trees get smarter. Ooh.
Speaking of which, we have new NPCs. He's totally suspicious.
Oh no, a unique NPC.
And he also has 100 chips.
Oh no, another unique NPC. So many unique NPCs. Yeah. Not all of them are unique NPCs.
And I can't jack into this dog house, even though it says I can.
Well, you look grumpy.
Totally. Yeah, he's totally not Trump Jr.
Did he have blonde hair? I can't.
Probably.
I can't.
Unless it's his fake hair.
I can't remember what
Who
Trump
cares?
looked like, or hair-wise. I'm pretty sure it was just white though.
The less said
I keep
about
up with
him, the
politics.
better.
Good.
That's probably for the best. And what's also for the best is that we don't exactly tell Ma about our report. Oh.
Well.
Just kidding.
The moment of truth.
Don't you what me? Oh no.
Look, Mom, I got an A+.
What about those D- in math, PE, English, and science?
That doesn't change the A+ I got.
Yep.
That's a nice poster. Oh.
Also, good thing we still have these hidden from her. No, I can't go outside. She locked me in. Instead, we're locked into our PC because, yeah.
Well, guess it's time to do our summer work. In the one... Why did we get summer work in the one class we got an A+ in?
Because it's the perfect excuse for, wait for it, tutorial fight, tutorial fight, tutorial fight.
It's not a perfect excuse at all. It doesn't make sense. Teach us... Don't teach us, like, remedial virus busting. Yeah.
But anyway, in all seriousness, now of course you can't skip these tutorials ever, but we get awesome music, as you can hear, which is, well, much better than the last game. And also, in case you might have missed it, she mentioned something about an L button to, like, escape from battle.
Ooh.
You don't need escape chips anymore.
Sadly, you cannot escape your homework.
Nope.
The other nice thing that is changed from Battle Network 1, you can actually see the chip codes without having to hover over them. You can just look and see what all the chips have.
And the best thing is, you can also see the names of the viruses.
Oh yeah, that's
right in that
it's
corner.
nice being able to know what they're called. But yeah, since we can see the chip codes right away, we can tell right from the start that Area Grab and Wide Sword are both L code, and so you can select both of them in the same turn.
Yeah, and pretty much, well, what we skipped over in the first part was that pretty much if you select chips of the same name, you can, well, select all of them if you want.
They don't even have to be the same code.
No, they don't. And of course, there's, I don't think she's mentioned it, but she hasn't mentioned the star chips yet. But we'll get to that in the next part of this.
I think she did mention them. The star code is basically like a wild card. It can be whatever letter you need it to be.
Yep. And then basically we can do this again, but screw that, we're just gonna shotgun. Because that's how we roll. So now we get the newest feature, or a replacement feature, called the open folder.
Ah, now it gets
instead
good.
Of, yes. In the previous game, what you would do is click the add function without selecting anything, and on the next turn, it would add 5 new chips on top of what you already have.
But after you use any, it goes back to 5, right?
I'm pretty sure it does.
And that was
But
lame.
instead, but this one's actually a really good feature because you can recycle chips that you don't need, like these recover 10s, and
Are you sure you don't
still
need
have
them?
you still have to wait a turn, but basically you can get 3 new chips on top of 3 more in a custom.
And those will
which
be
is
there
really good.
for every turn that is left in the battle.
Yes. However, you don't get the chips back that you recycle unless there's like a battle chip that recycles
It's basically
them back in.
it's basically like you've used up the chips in battle, except instead of actually using them, you turn them into empty slots.
Pretty much. But we're just in time to hear from Dex that we is late. Or where you is.
I can't tell. Like, that seems like it's trying to be slang, but knowing Dex, he's probably just... That's probably an honest-to-goodness mistake.
Also, most important feature is saving. And
Ooh,
a jump
jump
cut, of
cuts.
course.
Quite advanced.
Yeah, because I basically did the tutorial video in just one session, so I wanted to make sure I kind of...
So that you wouldn't possibly have to redo that.
But now the most important part, we are in the pipe maze zone.
What is this? It looks nice!
Yes, it's no longer the salmon world.
Oh my gosh.
But actually, no, I shouldn't call this the pipe maze zone because there's a better name for it. Any minute now.
It looks kind of more like... Ooh.
Oh, wait, I was confusing this with a different area. Never mind.
It looks kind of more like... What is it that is bringing to mind? Kind of...
Digital Digimon universe?
Pasta. Like, flat rolled
Oh.
pasta. Like, what is it?
So we go from seafood to
Well, like, not
Italian food?
not actually pasta, but it's like the shape of the paths reminds me of like...
Creepypasta?
Yes, that's exactly what it reminds me of. I cannot go on the internet. I'm too scared. No, it's like
Same
it's like
here.
rolled
For spooky.
ravioli noodles. Oh, that's hidden.
Yep. Always check under these areas because you'll most
Junk?
likely find bug frag, which can turn into a bug. Oh no, we're gonna get infected with a bug.
Well, what if it's
Because
cute?
it's the internet.
What if it's a cute bug?
Will it turn into Commander Yammark?
Maybe
Okay, that's
maybe
not
it shouldn't
that
evolve.
cute.
Maybe it shouldn't evolve after all.
But then again, Commander Yammark is a woman because of the eyelashes, right?
Those eyelashes could hurt someone.
True. It could hurt X, but that's besides the point. So, I haven't really talked about the viruses because, of course, we have the standard Metar. We have which basically shoot a shockwave that pierces through anything. We have the Canodums, which are pretty much can viruses.
Standard fare.
Actually,
Oh,
well, almost completely standard. Oh, I should probably mention those are security blocks, and as you can see, the layout looks a lot better because you're not blinded by pink and bright tan colors.
yeah.
And you can also tell where you're going because there's such things as backgrounds. Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. It's still kind of a confusing area, but different areas look different, so it's usually...
But it's less made.
It's easy to tell where you are, and that makes it easy to tell where you're going once you have a feel for it.
Yeah. And speaking of having a feel for, well, sort of, we have bunny viruses, which are a new unique virus, and I'm not sure why I did that. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was trying to use up as many chips as possible because of reasons later, but the bunny viruses, they are an electric element, and those zapperings, if they hit you, they will paralyze you. Oh, and by the way, the paralysis is much different. It's not a case of if you get hit, you take damage every time you move.
Oh yeah, it
You're
used to be like that.
Stuck.
Huh.
You're stuck if you get hit by those zapperings.
Yeah, you can't move, and you're not invincible like you usually are after taking a hit.
Pretty much. And also they move very randomly, like a certain virus I'm not thinking of.
We're not touching you.
No, but I've got you now, because I've got your power. And we got a Zapping Q, which is utter garbage.
That one's a lot less hidden.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna do some other things, but then I decided I should get on with plot. You're late, man. But, yeah, typical, if Land's late, well, Mega Man's late, so they both have to feel the brunt of it. And
Poor Mega Man.
yep, he has the hardest job in the world. Exactly. Has to be alarm clock, delivery boy, and
Generally put up with Lan.
yes. So yeah, this is the square, and welcome to the Bottle Cap Square.
Huh. Does kind of look that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, they look like open Pepsi cans or pop cans or whatever.
Oh, that too.
They kind of do. So
Man, everything is
usually,
food today.
Yeah, so usually in these square areas, like, and this is, I think, Den Square, I want to say. Because I wanted to say it's AC/DC Square, but that's not until later games. There's usually like 4 corners of each square. Well, no, duh, it's a square. There's 4 sides, but there's a entrance from the regular net part. There's one that goes to kind of like this hub sort of shop area. Another one is sometimes to lead to a different area, and another one is a shortcut gate, which we'll get into much later.
Alright.
Also, this is the board area.
And this whole area is safe from viruses. It's kind of nice.
No, it isn't.
Well,
because it's under construction.
well, you haven't...
Because the dig gravers, or I mean the Metars, did a number on it.
Well,
So,
generally, you don't fight anything here. It's kind of nice.
yeah. But now, speaking of, well, fighting, well, okay, we're not fighting anything yet. We are going to be taking the Z license exam. And by taking this exam, we sort of get to become city net battlers to an extent. Because you start off low, and then you eventually end really high. But in this one, basically, it doesn't so much require us to fight anything, but rather we have to
Basically, just
we have to
you
find
have to
a
go
hero
fetch
and
some things.
it was a hero data and some other data I can't remember.
Hope data.
Hope data. Because they sure hope that we pass this exam if all we have to do is find this stuff. Also, here's another bug frag. Always check under the underpasses.
Well, that one was simple.
Yep, that was simple. And
Oh no,
that
he was a
man-
Metar in disguise.
Yes, and a Flappy, which have 100 HP now, but are much more bearable this time because, as you can see,
They're
they
moving
don't.
really slow.
And I'm slow moving
Ha!
or reacting. But yeah, Flappy viruses still yield the ever powerful Quake chip, which we don't get here. But yeah, so this area is kind of like a foreign part of the net. This leads to Netopia, and this other one leads to Yumland.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds tasty, especially since we just came from the spaghetti world. So I'm jacking out. Fortunately, I can do that because this will make it much faster to get the hero data, which is not too far. Also, that center area that I just passed with those red lollipop gates or whatever, those are the what was it again I was gonna say? Oh, besides that, I'm doing some editing. Those are shortcut gates to some of the hub squares. So if you find a key to open those, then it makes traveling much faster.
Yep.
Also, I'm collecting a lot of shockwave chips for the moment. And, okay, do I put them in? Nope, I don't do it yet. But I'll talk about those chips when I get a chance. Seeing as I'm not fighting any of the Canodum chips for a while now, I would like to mention that they have changed a bit since the last game. Because the Canodums, you could dodge their attacks not only by going up and down, but going left and right to dodge their cursors, because that's like totally reasonable, if you know what I mean.
So you basically could walk towards the barrel of a gun and avoid its bullet that way.
Yeah,
They
you
lived
can't
up to
do
their
that
name.
anymore. Well, not anymore, because now they're smart enough, because they know, hey, we're firing in a horizontal line. We should totally be able to hit somebody directly in the eyes.
Their projectile actually acts like a projectile.
Do they? So they shoot missiles that shoot missiles?
Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, that was a good prediction. Okay, so actually the one thing I was going to mention, after I was done talking about the cano dumps, is that Gutsman still thinks he's a cow. He's still a cowboy, or he's a space cowboy. But the shockwave chips, as you could see, are less powerful than they were before. In the previous game, they were 60 power. This time they're 40. So they did have a sort of balancing in the early game.
They're still pretty good, though.
They're not bad for this stage of the game.
Well, it's really nice that... What's really nice about them is that they move all the way down the row, and so you can hit more than one enemy with them.
Mm-hmm. And they can pierce shields, I guess, sort of. But
oh, yeah.
Anyway, we passed the Z exam because that was totally hard. And we also learned a new system called the chip selection.
Oh, the regular system.
Which is, yeah, the regular chip. Oh, and we also get Mail's code, which I want to say that I visit in this part. I don't really remember. But this NetNavi, who I don't know if I want to say it's a female Navi because it's pink.
That's
or whatever
usually how it works.
But yeah, so basically, and originally I never knew how this worked, but when you go into your folder, you'll notice that there's a number and then there's megabits, or I assume that
megabytes.
That's what it is. Now at the top where it says folder 1 and 30, you'll see 4 megabytes. That means that you can regular chip by hitting select on a chip that has that amount or less, and whenever you start a battle, that chip that you selected will always be in the first slot.
Yep, it's basically a guaranteed way to have a certain chip in every battle. It's just there's a limit on which chip you can get that with.
Yeah.
The limit goes up as you collect more things.
As you find more regular power-ups and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But early on, I think you start with 4. So the one chip you probably want to start out with is attack plus 10, since that's an asterisk code. They're always going to be,
I don't know,
asterisk star or whatever. I mean, that's
what other
that's
options
what I
are there?
do. I don't remember if the recover chips were that. I didn't get a good look, but I don't know if you can do the cannons just yet.
If you can, and you end up with a cannon asterisk somehow, that would be pretty good.
I think you can get a cannon asterisk in this game.
Alright, yeah, it all depends on how you like playing. That's the best.
Yeah,
that's the best thing about these sort of games. It's so customizable.
Yes, there's a lot of good options, and there's some pretty solid program advances you can do, which thankfully they fixed a lot. They did a lot of fixes in this game, and that's why I love this game.
Also, speaking of fixes, if you'll notice, we just unlocked Mail's terminal. In Battle Network 1, doing that would require us to access Mail's terminal from the real world, pick up a key, and then access Mail's terminal gate from outside in the net. This time she just gave us the key, and we can get rid of that security code whenever we get to it. So much better.
Unfortunately, the one thing that wasn't fixed is that Mega Man can't exactly run from Metars early on. Because, now, I should also mention like how the run-away system works. Basically, you have a better success rate of running away from viruses the more your level is up.
Yeah,
so
and you
right
increase your level by basically getting more HP, and sometimes other power-ups.
HP memories and power-ups.
Right now we're at the
HP
lowest level, so...
Yes, because we're flat broke right now. Such a shame.
Heck, have we even found a shop?
Wait a minute. Okay. Move over. Oh, it went too fast. I couldn't see what that was, 4 megabytes, but doesn't matter.
I missed it too.
So,
oh well.
I want to say those are like the V-gun chips or something. Or
V-guns.
no, because I got
V-guns are pretty nice early in the game.
Yeah. Shotguns I got rid of because it's only like 2 different targets. And hey, guess what? We got a quick one chip.
Ooh.
I do not put in my folder yet.
Yeah, you have to revise your folder sometime, Tap.
Yeah, because at some point I am gonna have to use the ugly W codes.
Those flappy
I don't know,
viruses are so cute. I don't know why.
Yeah. They're also... Oh, no way, I didn't attack yet. They're also dead.
No. Oh well. Such is the fate of a virus.
Not all viruses.
Most viruses. Any that we run into.
Yep. Because I don't always go viruses busting.
I don't know. It's impressive how they missed that so many times.
It's impressive how they missed a lot of things in that game.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember that one quote during one of the tourney battles with, oh god, I can't even remember, Tamako or whatever her name was. Congratulations, you won. Oh, nope, you lost. Try
oh yeah,
again?
she congratulates you on
For losing.
being defeated. I think my personal favorite is a quiz question that asks you how many round squares there were. It's talking about circles. Not every square has 4 corners, apparently.
Well, unfortunately, this isn't Mega Man Battle Network 1 anymore, where a lot of the areas were circles.
Eh.
Or circles that became squares.
No, I think it's fortunate. Look at how much better the net is.
Yeah, so much better, so many options, so much wireframes,
Oh, they look nice.
neon.
I'm still looking forward
panels.
to the rest of this game.
Oh, I am so looking forward to the rest of this game. Even if it's not sounding like I'm looking forward to it, because we're recording this pretty late at night.
Yeah. Can't be too loud this time of day.
No. We can.
Oh, we
loud
finally
about
got the super rare
stars.
guard asterisk, I see.
A ski. Yes, that's exactly what
Oh,
it is.
you know, that's under